Only two sides have been nilled in Magic Weekend history. That was back in both in 2010, in actual fact, at Murrayfield, and Bradford were one of them when they were surprisingly beaten by Brian Noble's Crusaders. Hull KR, the other one, who were hammered by Saints. At half-time here, Bradford are trailing by 18 points to 0, and apart from one incident where they were denied by an offside decision, they really haven't looked like breaking their duck against a dominant Huddersfield Giants side. So what can the Bulls do to get back into this game? They need to do it soon.
Well, Bill, you're right. They need to make sure that they complete the set to 6. They only completed 12 sets in that first half, and that needs to improve. And if my memory serves me right, I'm sure Bradford are the first side in this Magic Weekend not to score a point in any half.
Here is Robinson, and Brough will look for a 40-20, and I think he's going to get it. What a way to start the second half from Danny Brough. This man is irrepressible. The smile on his face, the plaudits of his teammates, and Danny Brough, who is a 40-20 kicker par excellence, has kicked 3 40-20s already this season. Make that 4.
Well, I think I actually saw him smile then, Bill. He must have enjoyed that, and he's a tremendously accurate kicker of the ball. He's as accurate as a Swiss watch when he either passes it or kicks it.
Do you know what else is very impressive? Whenever a Huddersfield player does something right or something wrong, they all gather around that player and congratulate him.
The second 40-20 this weekend, we think. Holdsworth kicking one yesterday for Hull FC in that controversial win over Hull Kingston Rovers. Here is Robinson, and Huddersfield Giants with a Kumatai thundering towards that Bulls line, looking as though they really do mean business in this second half. It's a poor pass, but Ferris will pick it up for the Giants and get them back in field, but they've lost ground. Ferris, now Brough. Here's Robinson, short pass from Robinson, but picked off by Jared Samet, and Samet, has he got the legs? Not to get all the way, but certainly to get into the Giants' half, and that's relieved the pressure. They could capitalise here. Purtell up to the 20-metre line. Huddersfield just a little bit slow to get back into the defensive line, and the Bradford Bulls looking to make them pay. Kia almost there. They're in the corner. The Giants are back now. They're all on their own try line. Here is Samet. James Donaldson plays the ball on the 10-metre line. Here is Addy. Great opportunity now for Bradford at the start of this second half. Short pass finds Foster, but Foster, that's good defence from the Giants again. That's the 5th tackle. And they might just manage to salvage this situation as Addy puts the kick in, and Griggs picks it up and is able to counter for the Giants.
Well done, Huddersfield Giants. They had the first 3 tackles of that set of 6 in absolute scramble mode. They were all trying to get back on side. Once they got back on side, a question was asked on the left-hand side. Adam Murphy defused that. Then Scott Griggs defused the kick from the Bulls at the end of the set. And they've now come away with a penalty just to settle everything down. But again, absolutely tremendous defence.
I'm sorry, John, but again, isn't that poor play? The whole set of 6, Huddersfield were backpedaling, and then they come up with a penalty that just relieves all the pressure. When you're defending down the other end, what you need to do is make sure that you turn that screw, you get off your line, and you belt somebody.
Well, they have, as you say, let the Giants off the hook, and having had them backpedaling on their own try line, they are now defending as the Giants come forward again, and it's with Jamie Cording. Gets to his feet to play the ball. It was Mullally, I beg your pardon, who plays the ball. Here is Robinson, and here is Brough. Oh, it looked as though it would open up for him for a moment, but Addy slammed the door firmly in his face. Good job he did. Dwyer, stray pass. Again, it's Ferris who retrieves the situation. Comes back in field. That's the 5th tackle. Brough able to pick his spot for the kick. And now it's Ben Evans who goes to ground.
Well, he put that kick in. He's furious with himself. And picked up, I think it was Elliot Whitehead who caught the ball on the full. He picked him up and drove him into the ground. Watch this.
18-0. The Huddersfield Giants lead. Here is Elliot Keir, the Welsh international, former Cardiff Demon. Elliot Keir really has done well to progress in the game from an amateur in Cardiff.
He's done well today as well, but I think he's been one of Bradford's better players.
Here is Jared Samet. Samet will soon be parting company with that beard. He's going to be shaving it off for charity, Jared Samet. Should raise a few quid, because there's a fair bit of it there.
He looks like he needs a really good wash.
Well, he probably does at the moment. He's been running around for the last hour.
I'm sure I'm not the only one thinking, get your hair cut, have a shave and sort yourself out, lad.
Well, he's a cracking player, Jared Samet. I'm sure he's got fair hygiene as well. Here is Dwyer. On the halfway line, the Huddersfield Giants. Here's a Kuma Tyre. Dwyer, Brough, Robinson. Those two just seem to have so much time as Mullally plays the ball. Here is Robinson now, and Robinson able to pick his spot for the kick. Cudjoe chasing, but that time Purtell is able to gather the ball.
Bill, you're right when you talk about players as the kick goes up. Good take from Purtell, who's under pressure from Cudjoe. You talk about players having time on the ball. That's the sign of a good player, that, because the defensive line just stands off them, and that's how much that you could say that Bradford would respect the likes of Danny Brough and Luke Robinson.
Lestrange, good run from him. Diskin. It was, and that's a good kick.
It's a 40-20, Bill.
Was it just outside? It was inside the 40. Inside 40-20. That's a good response from the Bulls.
Danny Addy's put a fabulous kick in, but Matt Diskin did a wonderful job in that set of 6. There we are, well behind the red line. What Matt Diskin does that's different to Heath Lestrange is he gets up, he has a look at the markers. His trademark is to try and catch somebody who's in an offside position. He just pushes them in the back, and that's the reason Danny Addy had the time and space to just pick off that kick.
So this is a great opportunity for the Bradford Bulls. This scrum on the 10-metre line, they've stemmed the flow in terms of points. 20-odd minutes since the Giants pierced the Bradford Bulls' defence, and now they have maybe an opportunity. Oh no, and they've bombed it again, and Jared Samet, we've given him the big rap, and he can't believe it. Hair-raising moment for Jared Samet.
Yeah, it's led off the hook there once again. How many times have we said this? They just cannot actually convert any pressure into points, and Luke Robinson's annoyed because he could see 90 metres of open space in front of him as well. Could have picked that ball up cleanly.
The youthful looking Francis Cummins. How long is he going to stay youthful looking in this sort of environment?
About 6 months.
And there speaks experience.
Well, John's only 32.
Did your locks look like that when you first started coaching?
No.
Here's a Kumatai. Atai gets the ball away to Griggs. Griggs back to a Kumatai. Inside the Bulls 40, it's Bradford backpedaling as Robinson picks it up. Cudjoe now. Cudjoe a skip from him. Gets the ball away to Purtell, and Purtell now, has he got the legs? No, he hasn't, and the ball is lost. Well,
It's over again.
Catalogue of errors there, of incidents, and it ends up in the arms of Earl Crabtree. A pirouette from Crabtree. It's all happening here.
Do you know, that's how you hit somebody, isn't it? Jermaine McGilvray. Patel knew he didn't have the legs, so he started to slow down. As soon as he slowed down, Jermaine McGilvray coming with a thunderous shot. Oh, there's a little mistake from Huddersfield. There's the man who put that shot on, Adrian Patel. He had no idea where that come from. There was the mistake from Scott Griggs. Lamb Patrick thought he was in the clear.
Bradford do that a lot, you know. If they see a player holding the ball out, they'll offer it. And he had a good game. Akuna Matai, he's a big thing, and what he brings, along with a lot of the Huddersfield players, is just power.
Well, he's down at the moment.
I don't think he's had a break yet.
He's actually getting treatment at the moment as we see play continuing.
Well, here, watch this shot here, Bill. Adrian Patel, he knows that he hasn't got a leg, so he slows down. Bang! Get that into you.
But look at the number. There was 4 Bulls defenders there, Terry, who'd all recovered, and And Bradford, they've had 2 interceptions now, and they haven't capitalised on either of them.
They've yet to find a way over this Giants try. Well, they found a way over it. It just wasn't legal. Here is Diskin now.
No, there it is. That's the trademark. If he sees anything not quite right at dummy half, he's out and he's probing and prodding.
Ben Evans plays the ball. There is Diskin. There's Addy. Play at hooker himself, Addy. The ball is still alive. Here is Samet. Samet thrown to the ground. Bounces back up. On the last. Little grubber kick. Charged down by Bruff. And Bradford will get it back. And here is Purtell. Referees wipe the tackle count clean. 6 to go.
It's a great opportunity now for the Bulls.
Diskin. Ben Evans offside against the Huddersfield Giants. So the Giants backtracking. Good opportunity this for the Bradford Bulls. Here is Scruton now. Diskin, Samet. Samet short pass. And the Giants defence there in numbers. It's Alderson who was stopped. Again, just short. Diskin. Addy across the field. Foster chimes in. Oh, and Matty Blythe puts the ball down. He went backwards, says the referee. Play on. Elliot Keir does that. Keeps it alive. Whitehead it is who's tackled. Blythe. He's stopped in his tracks. He's over the try line in actual fact. He was held, says the referee. He was held in the field of play. So he brings him back. This is the last tackle as Addy hoists the ball across field. Samet goes up for it, claims it, and hasn't quite got the strength to get to the line.
Well, the threat's gone again. Jared Samet, we seem to be mentioning his name every other set of possession. Just couldn't find a pass, but I think a huge pat on the back over on the left side of defence for Aaron Murphy. He's come away again. He's come away from his line. We keep talking about the system and structure that Huddersfield are playing with.
Here is Ferris. Tackle just inside his own half. Bruff across the field. Oh, and Lon Patrick hit that one at pace. Now it's Foster versus Patrick. Kopchak is there in support. Patrick is still going. Gets the ball away for Lunt, and Lunt scrambles his way over the try line. Not the most elegant of tries, you'd have to say, from the Huddersfield Giants and from the beaming Sean Lunt. But he gets his 12th try of this.
And I keep looking at rugby league and trying to fathom out different ways of improving. But this has been a great performance by the Giants. I think this might be the performance of the weekend as a whole 80-minute one.
And of course they've got a Challenge Cup quarter-final in prospect. The Huddersfield Giants, they haven't finished yet. They've got the possibility of more points here, although Griggs slips 10 metres out, couldn't find one of his supporting runners. Again, it might just be delaying the inevitable, because here is Robinson, and the Bulls valiantly defending that try line, but here is Ferris now. They'll play the ball. Chip kick over the top. Kopchak was chasing it, but Langley it was who retrieved it. They still won't give up, looking to force the goal line dropout.
Well, it was a good job Jamie Langley was here. I just don't want to see Bradford concede in the final couple of minutes of this game. Jamie Langley, if he wasn't there, Huddersfield, go on to score a further 6 points. And there's the mistake, sloppy pass from Samet, or was it knocked down?
Yeah, knocked down from El Krabti, puts his hand up. Just reaches round.
Yep.
I don't like that, mate. I don't like to see that. I'd rather see a bit more effort, a bit more hard work. Not criticising the player in any way.
Head and feet then to the Bradford Bulls. The Wigan and Leeds supporters tuning up ahead of their game, which will conclude Magic Weekend here at the Etihad. It's been a great weekend. There have been some great contests.
There's a great crowd in at the minute, isn't there, Bill, as well, building up for the final game.
This looks really busy here at the Etihad. It has been busy. It's had a really good feel to it. It won't, though, for the Bradford Bulls and their supporters as the clock runs down here. Maybe an opportunity in the closing moments for them to get some satisfaction, but again, the ball goes to ground. The Giants pick it up, and Ferguson is there to gain possession for Huddersfield.
When Elliot White had done all the hard work, he just didn't have control of the ball when he's looked to pass it back inside the offload. There's the kick from Brough.
Nobody chasing really enthusiastically for Huddersfield. They can be forgiven that. Into the last few seconds, Keir, who has worked hard for this Bradford side, takes the tackle from Brough, who has contributed as ever for this Huddersfield side. Immaculate goal-kicking performance from him. And the Bradford Bulls have come up against a resilient Huddersfield Giants side who maintain their status second in the table.